It's go time for the Athlete Fix podcast, helping you help others win at life. Introducing your friendly neighborhood host, JG.
All right, hey guys, JG with you and the Athlete Fix podcast, helping you to help others win at life. We are here in London at South Bank and the debut stick mobility course. I'm joined by Rob and Paul, to the Rock Tape UK contingent who are going to be teaching this course and rolling it out over the UK. Guys, thanks for coming on.
No worries.
Thanks for having us.
So first, the most important question, because this is like the halfway point we're at right now. So we've done a little bit, we've thrown some shapes. What's been your favourite move so far?
My favorite move has been the hip stuff that we just finished up before lunch, because I was feeling things in my hip that I don't normally feel in my everyday life. I think the biggest thing that I've taken from the stick mobility is the fact the use of isometric contraction with something that's otherwise passive, and being able to activate muscles correctly and hopefully move better.
Yeah. So the funky hip motion.
Yeah, the funky hip motion. Little twerking going on.
That's a little bit twerking. And how about yourself?
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll have a new favourite by the end of the day, but like the joint articulation stuff we kicked off with is actually really, really important stuff, and the sticks are a great way to kind of take balance out of the equation and allow people to focus on just their joint range and controlling those rotational articulations. So yeah, no, that was really impressive, and it's really interesting. You know, you're standing there holding two sticks, you think it's going to be easy, and it's kicking your ass in 5 minutes. You know, that's really, really great to feel that for ourselves and appreciate it that way around.
Yeah. So what I want to kind of kick this off with is that I feel like, I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel like where we're at right now in this industry is there seems to be this kind of massive abundance of mobility methods, tools, and resources. So when it comes to stick mobility, it's like the new kid on the block, right? What do we feel like is the gap that this can plug where other tools, maybe aren't?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. It's not really a mobility product. It's an exercise tool. So it belongs with barbells and kettlebells, not with foam rollers and vibrating devices. You do stuff to it. It doesn't do stuff to you. So maybe there is a little impression that it's a tool that goes in that same box as all the balls and the peanuts and those kind of things. Whereas you can do some of that stuff with it, but there's so much more there, because it's infinite, right? It's just a pole with rubber on either end and a bit of flex. So the limitation is your imagination in terms of what exercise you can come up with and what movement you can work on from it. But yeah, this irradiation thing, this strong isometric force whilst you're working on joint range of motion, I've never used a product that puts me in those places.
I mean, for me, it's a great education tool as you're working with somebody, because there's that talk in our industry, CrossFit, personal training, rehab, external cues versus internal cues. And external cues have been proven to be more effective. But the stick provides an external cue, something external to your client, patient, whatever, to push against or move against or utilize. And it's something that's can be very, not only kinesthetic, but visual as well.
Yeah.
But it creates the problem that you have to solve, right? We've been talking this morning about internal versus external cueing and squeeze your glutes and switch on your core. To the vast majority of human beings, those things mean nothing. Whereas if you say push the stick into the ground, you get all those things for nothing. So we're creating a challenge for the body to solve, and then we're getting out of the way with all that cueing, which is becoming all the more popular in that personal training and exercise industry, despite, as Rob says, the research pointing in the exact opposite direction.
Yeah, and for those, because as we said, it's a very new thing. If we were trying to kind of provide a sort of concise summary as to what it is, what it's about, what we're trying to get from it, how would you guys sum it up?
It's a big bendy stick with rubber on the end.
That's it. You heard it here first.
yeah.
Like in the sense, like what are we trying to? I suppose achieve from it? Because like as you said,
I get you.
Compared to like mobility tools.
So we're trying to help people control their body better. Like at the end of the day, it's not about strength, it's not about mobility, but it is about controlling your own body, because the stick actually shoves the challenge back into yourself, if you like. So yeah, I would put it that way. It goes alongside body weight training and all those things that are really hot in movement at the moment. They're low tech and they're about being strong within yourself, so internal strength relative to your body weight and power.
How about you, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, mainly it's just a tool to get somebody to move better, and it's something that, so whether it is, everyday life, just playing with your kids, or something advanced like working with elite athletes, it's something that anybody, no matter what level they are, is going to get something out of. That's going to improve their mobility, stability, neural control, and so on.
And is it fair to say, like, it's pretty functional for pole dancing, considering the moves I've been throwing.
Oh, absolutely.
This morning.
You wait till we get to this afternoon.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah. All right, so because a lot of the people watching this, listen to this, are clinicians or trainers. And of course, like we're teaching a lot of those guys right now who are attending. How do you think some of the ways we can sort of integrate this into clinical practice? A few things have been thrown out there about like using it one-to-one, using it kind of diagnostically for assessment, using it group settings. So what are you saying? How can we use this to best effect?
I mean, as far as myself, I'm a chiropractor as well as a CrossFit coach. So I would use it one-on-one with my patients as another form of rehab, but then also use it in a group setting, either as a warm-up or as a standalone class, a standalone mobility class, to get our athletes at our box moving better.
Do you think it's going to replace PVC pipes now?
Yes. A little bit more expensive.
Yeah, slightly.
A little bit more expensive than a PVC pipe, but a hell of a lot more durable.
Yeah, right.
And there's an awful lot of things you can do with a stick that you can't do with a non-flexible item. The fact that this thing actually has flex in it gives us access to a whole nother level of challenge that you can't get by holding a stick against your back or doing some shoulder warm-up drills with a dowel. Not that they're not good things, but they're just quite limited.
The budget version, I suppose.
Yeah,
that's fine. And just to wrap up, guys, where can people find out more about stick mobility and follow you guys individually?
You do you.
Myself, you can find me at rock.grob on Instagram or at Recover Stronger. And as far as rock, we can find the stick at stickmobility.co.uk and stickmobility on Instagram. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it, and I'm Paul the Physio if anybody wants to listen to my over-opinionated physio rantings on Instagram.
And there's a few podcasts floating around with Paul, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And Paul, because we'd not met before today, and I was like, that's the guy from the Rotate instructional videos.
Yeah, bigger hair then.
Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the course.
Thank you.